All right, so we got some news today coming up from the money printing machine, the man himself, Jerome Powell, aka J Powell. Well, looks like the Federal Reserve is gonna literally start tapering this month, and it's gonna roll over into next year. And they're actually not going to start, increasing the interest rate just yet, but they're gonna start doing that when they're getting closer to the end of the tapering, and then from there they will kind of be assessing how they're gonna be moving forward with the different tools that they have to their disposition. But with that being said, they don't actually also expect for supply chain to, the tools that they have, they don't actually expect that it's going to be helpful or help a lot with supply chain, but they're actually expecting that a lot of these companies, these sectors that are literally seeing a lot of shortage, will start hiring more and more people at some point, that it's going to help to kind of ease up these issues that we have now. And they're thinking that it's going to help in the long run, which is why they also think it's part of the reason, not the only reason, thinking that inflation is going to be transitory. But the reason I'm telling you all of this really is because I just want to say that the market reacted really, really well to this news. Why? Because it acted as a pretty good catalyst. And when there is a really good catalyst, well, there's always some plays in the stock market that we lack to take advantage of. And today I'm actually going to talk about two stocks that I literally think that we could basically take advantage of. So let's just dive right into it, and I'm going to show you which one it is. And we're going to talk about the technicals and just move on from there. So here's my screen that I'm sharing with you guys, and I'm going to show you what I think where we're going to be. The first one here is hot mining, hot, so it's literally been blown off. Crypto and everything has been going on fire, but I want to show you something. The reason I'm saying this is the first stock I'm talking about, and I want to show you, all the technicals, and I'm also going to show you there's another catalyst that's actually coming up that could make things either way. But let's get into it really quick so I can show you exactly what I think. So I am seeing something that's going on right now that's been, we've seen it before, and it's going on again right now. So watch this. You see this one going on? I want to show this pattern. Actually, let's do this. Let's fix this one up real quick, because it looks like we need to start it from the beginning. All right, so here we go. So if I'm doing this, see, we came back here, and then this, and boom, shoot literally up. Now, in the market, in the stock market, we always know that patterns tend to repeat themselves. Most of the time, it really happens. Of course, it's not 100%, but a really high amount, 80 to 90% of the time, patterns usually do tend to repeat themselves, unless if there is a crazy catalyst that changes things to the other side. But anyway, when we talk about technicals, I want to show you something here that I'm pretty sure you're going to notice as I'm starting to do this. Watch this. So as I'm doing this, we're going up. Let me actually change up these colors so we see what's going on. You see, bam. I'm pretty sure you start to see in it. And here we go. So you can see that there is a pattern right now in this particular stock that we've actually seen before. And by before, I mean at the beginning of 2021. So you can see where we're going. So that's the first thing. There's the first bullish move in the technical analysis that we're looking at right now. Here's the second thing that I want to show you. I want you to watch exactly right here. You see, this is a 50 moving average, and this one is a 200 moving average. And right when the 50 moving average and the 200 moving average, when they start to have a huge gap between them, when let's just say the angle starts opening even more and more, and there is a big gap between them, it's literally going up, which means there is break of pattern, we're reaching new highs. And that's exactly what happened. You can see the bigger it got, the gap in between those two, the higher we went. And then, as you can see, once we started retracting back, and then we get back down. Look what just happened. Boom. We're literally starting to make that gap again. So that is the second thing that you're seeing in this technical analysis. I'm going to move on to something else that I want to show you here, which I think it's very important. So you see, when we reach this level exactly right here, that used to be an all-time high back then, and then now it started acting as a support. What I'm saying, support. We see, after we literally broke through it, we had to, because when you break a certain level, you're going to have to come back and test the support to make sure, or literally to confirm that this was a breakout. So we came back and tested, and this is what I want to show. Test number one, right there. Okay, let's actually change up this color so everybody can see it. That was test number one, and then test number two. All right, so this is another thing that I want to show you, because since we got up here and this looks exactly the same in the same pattern, look what we're about to be doing here. All right, I'm probably going to pull it out from somewhere around here and all the way. Bam. Now, I'm pretty sure you see what I'm about to do just now. See, after we broke this level, and then we had to come back and test. Test number one, test number two. This is crazy, but I'm pretty sure you see what I'm talking about. So three, this is the third thing that I'm talking about that you can see in this pattern that's literally repeating itself. And we took off from there. Now, here's the fourth thing that I'm about to talk about here. You see this line right here? This used to be, over here used to be the all-time high. Way back. And that was our resistance. And as you can see, based on these candles that we're seeing right now, it's a breakout. It literally just break out into new highs, and it looks like we're breaking the pattern to go even higher. So now this is something that's telling you, number four, we actually just broke this resistance too, and we have a confirmation candle showing, and even the second confirmation candle, it's actually a hammer. By hammer, I mean this candle right here is a pretty bullish candle, as you can see. So everything is pointing into the right direction of what this stock could potentially do. That's four. Now, is another thing that I wanna show you what we did last time and what I think. So when we got to this level, after we actually ended up breaking to go all the way high, this is how high we went, and we gained about 300%, 304% from after, we tested this level and make sure we were right there and breaking these new highs. We went all the way 300%. So, and again, this is my own opinion, and just because I just show you four different things so far, literally pointing in a direction that the pattern is repeating itself, and if it really truly does, this is what I think could potentially happen. Here we go. We're going to do the same thing. I had to do this because I'm pretty sure you see exactly what I'm about to do. If this pattern does repeat itself too, just like it did on the other one, you see where I'm going with this? Oh my gosh, am I going to have enough space? Looks like I have. So if we get another 300%, like we did earlier on, we're looking at about, oh boy, I need to pull this one down. Here we go. We're looking at about $32 a share. And right now it's about 15 bucks. Is it impossible to get that? Well, I think that's a question that you should ask yourself. But all I'm saying is I'm presenting to you some technical analysis, and I'm showing you some of the reasons why these patterns always tend to repeat themselves. And I show you, literally, this is the fifth thing, 5 different things that are literally pointing in a certain, that 4 of them already have checked out. And this is number 5 that I just showed you right now about how high it could go if this pattern over here in terms of percentage gain repeats itself over here. But this is number 6 that I'm about to add right here. It's volume. Haha. look over here. You see this? This was the volume back then, right here. This was the volume back then, and you see this yellow line basically show us the average volume. So at that time we were some days where we were, you can tell how there was a huge increase in volume compared to before, and then the volume died down, and guess what just started? Look how this time the volume looks like. You guys can literally see it. Something repeats itself. So 5 things are literally checking, and this number 6 is if this happens and if it literally works the same way, we could potentially see these numbers. It's not impossible. But again, I want to remind you this is the stock market, and in the stock market literally anything can happen. So the catalyst that I was talking about is earnings. RIOT Mining is gonna have earnings on November 11th, and you know what happens with earnings? Things could go anywhere. They could go. It could work out that it would go up even higher, or it could be a bad catalyst where we're gonna have to retract a little bit. But since we've broken out, at least in what I think, if we were to pull back, because of course this is not just going to keep going and going and going and going forever. If we were to pull back, I'm expecting this right here to be our test support, and we're probably going to be doing exactly what we did right here, like at this level here, like what we did here and what we did exactly right here. Like this test, we're probably gonna have other tests over here, it's possible, before we go back up. But again, not catalyst could act as something that's really good too, and we could see it go, even much higher. Am I saying we're gonna see a huge candle going 300% up? Of course not. But time will tell, and we'll see if this pattern continue and it really keeps checking up. Well, it's possible to see these numbers. Again, this is not a financial advice. This is my personal opinion. And you guys can go ahead and tell me or tell us exactly what you think in the comment below. So without further ado, you know what? We're going to move on to another one because I know I'm getting too excited about this, but I also understand that I don't want to keep you here too long. So I wanted to see exactly what is our next stock, which is RIOT Blockchain. Hopefully this is going to come up soon. There you go. All right. So if we gotta talk about RIOT blockchain, this is basically an update that I've done before, and I kind of want to show you guys what's been going on and literally what could potentially happen. And we've talked about this many times. A lot of you that have been on this channel knows Mara already reached our target and blew past it. So we're really happy. I'll make a video about that to kind of tell you exactly where I think it might go. But right now, I still think that RIOT is still undervalued. As you can see, the all-time high was basically $79 way back then. And look, right now we're trading at 32 bucks. And we are literally at this level, like, we're not even halfway there. So I still think it's undervalued, but I'm also expecting, because this one right here, exactly somewhere around 40 bucks to be our, it's pretty strong resistance. It's shown this. You can see since we've had support here, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically. And I'm expecting same thing here, same thing here, same thing here, same thing here. It could also happen probably somewhere around here or whatever it is. It could, but we can have a breakout. We should, because, at some point, as long as we keep testing these levels, we're probably going to end up breaking at some point. But I'm expecting it to be around $40 on where, if you're good, some people might want to take profit. I don't know, but still hodling. So we're going to hodl. These are the level that I'm going to start considering that, okay, RIOT is starting to catch up to like what Mara has been doing. So it's still pretty cheap. At least in my opinion, right now, it's undervalued. I mean, undervalued in the terms I'm saying it's not performing. Okay, just don't get me on my word and start saying, oh my God, did you do all your fundamental analysis? All I'm saying is it's underperforming. That's the word that I was talking about. It's literally underperforming, and it's almost half 50% off, less than 50, actually more. As we can say, it's 32, almost 80. That was the all-time high. So it's literally more than 50% off from the all-time highs. So anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in these videos. Please, so guys, please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notification bell so you get video just like this one every single time we post them. We always appreciate the support, and just keep smashing the like button. And oh, also don't forget to follow us on Instagram. There's going to be a link in the description below, and on our Twitter account, we actually tweet every single day, literally, when the market is open, especially on those daily runners, the stock that run, even squeeze ones. We always talk about the pre-market runners and all the stock that are doing really, really good, and they might be potential runners during the day or week. So we always tweet about it. Just follow us out there. It's a Chibind Brothers, and the link is going to be in the description below too at the same time. So, well, thank you guys for watching this video. As always, as for me, I will see you in my next video. Bye bye. And hopefully I'm gonna find it.